Here is the autonomous learner helping the cognitive learner practice after her first attempt on her own. Now let's go over 4 regulatory cues for a pirouette. The first important regulatory cue is chest up, because in the preparation for a pirouette, it is important for the torso to be perpendicular to the floor, forming a vertical line to prevent tipping over while also making sure to keep the core engaged. The second important regulatory cue is connect the P, or passe. By connecting your foot to the inside of your knee, this forces the body to pull up to the proper position to get a full rotation. The third important regulatory cue is circle arms, because when pushing up from a preparation, the arms should meet each other right away to create momentum for a quicker rotation. The fourth regulatory cue is high tiptoes, or releve, at the end of the turn. This is a trickier way to end a pirouette, however, it is beneficial for learning how to stop the momentum for a clean finish. Now let's look at our cognitive learner's first attempt. For the first regulatory cue, we can see that her torso is not properly aligned, which could easily throw her off balance. For the second regulatory cue, we can see that her foot is too low on her leg, which is not proper positioning. For the third regulatory cue, we can see that her arms never form a full circle, which can decrease momentum. For the fourth regulatory cue, we can see that she doesn't land on her tiptoes, which can make for an unfinished pirouette. Now let's compare our cognitive learner to our autonomous learner. For the first regulatory cue, the cognitive learner should try looking at the wall in front of her to keep her focus up and keeping her core engaged to fix the error. For the second regulatory cue, the cognitive learner should try to focus on pointing her foot and connecting her toe to the inside of her knee as soon as she pops up from the prep position to fix the error. For the third regulatory cue, the cognitive learner should focus on snapping her arms into a closed circle position from the prep position to give herself more momentum and to fix the error. For the fourth regulatory cue, the cognitive learner should try to focus on snapping her foot that is in the air while turning down to the ground in the tiptoe position as soon as the turn is finished to prevent falling. Now let's see if there's improvement after 1 week of practice. We can see for regulatory cue number 1 that after practice, the cognitive learner's chest is much more up, however her focus is still down. We can see for regulatory cue number 2, after practice the cognitive learner has a much more proper P position with her legs. We can see for regulatory cue number 3 that after practice that the cognitive learner's arms are not fully together in a circle, however they are closer. For regulatory cue number 4, the cognitive learner still after practice landed on flat feet, however her toes are much more parallel. I'm gonna